We're going to be doing a mid-year game of the year bracket. We started this last year, like we said at the beginning of the show, and it is just pure chaos. Last year was pure chaos. So I'm going to hope for the same thing here, and this list and these games are going to be pure chaos. Not going to run through the entire list to kick things off. We'll just kind of go through one by one and just kind of follow along that way. Now, the way we have formed this list is the seeds 1, 2, 3 is each of our favorite games of the year so far, and then 4 and beyond is basically top rated Metacritic games, with some games taken out that we just maybe don't know anything about or haven't played, and then we've got just like notable games in there, whatever. So with that said, let's jump into the bracket.
No, we should do next year.
What should we do next year? What, for mid-year?
Yeah.
Okay. What?
You remember the totally accurate battle simulator game?
I don't.
Yes.
So legitimately, you just make an army of random stuff and then hit go, and they will battle it out.
Oh, can we do that here?
We could just make BS armies with the name for whatever games, just let them fight, and that'll decide our bracket.
Ooh, that'd be fun. All right, we may have to follow up on that. Maybe not even next year. Maybe we'll follow up on that here this year.
Okay,
that'd be fun. I'd be down for that. I'd be down for that. That'd be a lot of fun. Let them decide who's going to be the big great game of the year for the mid-year.
If we're gonna do that, it's got to be a mid-year thing and not our actual.
That's why I was saying for mid-year,
because you were like, maybe we follow it up this year. I'm like, no.
Well, okay, listen, it's not going to be the game of the year thing. It's just a fun little segment. Just take
that'll be a full show. Those things.
It'll be a fun bonus episode. How's that? It'll be fun. I think it'll be fun. Look, okay. Listen,
it's kind of a dead portion of the year for me as far as games coming out. So I'm open to doing it at some point soon.
Here we go. So we could either do it soon, or we could do it at the end of the year with once we go through the game of the year bracket. I know you talked about wanting to do our own personal list. We could do our own personal lists where it's all of our top 10 favorite games. Just run with that. Have our top 10 favorites be the ones that go in there and fight it out. That'd be pretty cool.
Ignore that for now. We can talk about that later. That's just something I was throwing out in the air.
Listen, we're pitching ideas. We're thinking here. All right, so let's jump into the bracket, boys.
Stupid.
Oh, it's gotta be stupid.
It's gonna be fun. All right, so first up, we have the 1 seed Clay Obscure Expedition 33 going up against the 32 seed Fragpunk. I'm sorry, it's the how things fell with with the Metacritic scores and stuff.
I'm not doing it. Okay.
Okay.
We already almost. As soon as I saw Fragpunk at 32 earlier, Zach, the first thing I thought of, this son of a bitch is gonna try to troll so hard.
You said Fragpunk. He smirked and looked at me.
I saw. Oh my god!
So unanimously, this one should be 33.
Yeah, it's 33.
I haven't been playing I haven't played Fragpunk in a while. Fragpunk is fantastic.
It is fun. Season 2 actually just started.
I was gonna say it was amazing playing it when it started. I think you still play it every now and then.
I still play it occasionally.
Yeah, I still see you pop on.
I've kind of bounced off of it, but it's still. I'm not even one for that style of shooter game necessarily.
Yeah.
But I had a blast with it. I played the shit out of that game when it came out. Me and you were on every night playing it.
And you've got 80 hours in it now, don't you?
I got over 80.
Yeah, played a lot. So shout out. All right, next thing we've got is the 17 seed Date Everything and the 16 seed The Alters. I'm going to go The Alters, but Date Everything, man, looks like a trip. Christina's been playing it, and it looks like a damn trip, dude.
I've seen some stuff on Date Everything, and that game is wild.
I'm going The Alters, but
I've been watching quite a few. My vote would be for Date Everything because it is a very wild game, just in terms of voice cast and just how they chose to put that game together and just all the different interactions.
We're going to go Alters here. Okay,
Alters moves on.
I haven't played Date Everything. I've watched a little bit on it. I'm not usually one for a dating sim style game. That one makes me want to play it.
Yep. All right, next thing we've got is the 9 seed Monster Train 2 and the 24 seed the new Alteria Yuma, which I couldn't put the full title in there, but it's something Alchemist in the Envision Land. Yeah. Alchemist of Memories in the Envision Land as the 24 seed.
Monster Train.
Yeah, I would go Monster Train here.
I'm just gonna roll with you guys. Monster Train. This is one of those ones I got no dog in the fight.
Yeah. Monster Train 2. I mean, it's a great game. I love the first Monster Train. I don't have the most time in Monster Train 2, but from what I've played so far, it's
still exceptionally solid. I mean, pretty much most of the mechanics from Monster Train that people like stayed in some form or fashion in 2, and they just revamped it for the new factions and enemies and whatnot.
Nice. All right, next thing I've got the 25th seed, Fatal Fury, City of Wolves, versus the 8th seed, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2.
Fatal Fury.
I would put Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 on here out of
respect.
Out of respect for what they've done with that game. From everything I've seen and heard about that game, it might be potentially the best like sandbox game to come out so far.
The proper choice in this one should be Kingdom Come Deliverance. I personally choose Fatal Fury because it is a return of a fighting series that has been dead for a long time.
Right.
And they also came out with an exceptionally well put together fighter game with even the guest characters being very viable and very usable. Just overall solid, fun fighting game.
Yeah. Since I'm the deciding factor on what lives and dies, I think I'm probably going to go Kingdom Come just out of the respect factor. Because it's the same thing that was John was saying. It's just the respect factor of what the game has done is why I'm going to go Kingdom Come.
Because it's like Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, pretty much every complaint that people had with Kingdom Come Deliverance, they addressed, updated. That game has so many different like little mini games. It's the most true to a sandbox experience that you can pretty much get in games these days. It's like they know what they want to make and they're gonna make it, and some people aren't gonna like it, and that's not who they're making the game for. And
right.
Because I mean, it recently just came out with a DLC too. I haven't really heard a whole lot about that, but
I didn't even know they had a DLC that come out. I hadn't seen that either. Next thing we've got is the 5 seed Split Fiction versus the 28 seed The Midnight Walk. Go on Split Fiction.
I'm sure none of us have even played Midnight Walk yet, so Split Fiction.
I wouldn't pick Midnight Walk just out of
spite.
I have no interest. I have no love for that game.
It looks so much fun. Me and Christina were watching some gameplay for it because we want to buy it sometime soon. It looks so fun.
It's a fascinating art style and depiction that they've done for the game, but just because there's no way in hell I'd ever play that game.
It's not a horror game, John.
I don't.
He doesn't like the look. He's not here for the vibe.
He's not here for the aesthetic.
Yeah, it's like I respect the aesthetic. It is not for me.
Right. Next thing we've got is the 21 seed Avowed versus the 12 seed Citizen Sleeper 2.
Avowed. I don't know if either of you actually played Avowed.
I haven't played Citizen Sleeper 2 yet, so I can't fight for it. But if it's anything like the first one, I would say Citizen Sleeper 2.
Is that your official pick?
Yeah.
Okay, I need you guys to sway me one way or another because I got no. I started Avowed, did not get far, and I've never played Citizen Sleeper. So which one should move on? I need you guys to sway me.
So the thing is, Avowed is a perfectly good game, but it's one where like I put a lot of time into Avowed. I played the hell out of it when it came out. I really enjoyed what I was playing, but I will say there are parts of the game where you can tell they needed more time. But the game itself is good. If it's, I'm not really one that's in the Pillars of Eternity universe, but if this is like something, the groundwork for them expanding that universe in more games like this, then I'd be happy because the game itself is a lot of fun to play. It's just got some stuff that needed a little longer to cook.
Okay. What about Citizen Sleeper?
I got nothing. As I said, I haven't played it yet. I choose it solely for the respect of the series of what we got for the first game and how phenomenal narratively and mostly narratively it was, and all the different characters. So I would hope the second one's similar.
Okay. I don't know what to pick here then. Let's see. Moving on, we're gonna go with.
What you mean moving on?
No, he's
Okay.
saying which game.
Yeah,
is
which
moving.
game's gonna move on? I don't know. Let's throw some upsets in here. So let's go with Avowed because it's the lower rated game on this list. Let's go with some upsets on this list. Next up, we have Age of Mythology Retold at the 13 seed and Rune Factory Guardians of Azuma at the 20 seed.
Rune Factory.
I mean, I would say Age of Mythology.
I was actually
but
gonna
that
say
is-
Rune Factory.
It's like that's just a full like Age of Mythology is. It's one where it's like we all had the RTS that we played growing up.
Yep.
Age of Mythology is mine. A lot of people,
Sorry.
it was Warcraft, it was Age of Empires, it was StarCraft or something like that.
Yeah.
Age of Mythology was mine. I can never really vote against that game.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Rune Factory, and that's gonna help push it on. Just because like everything that I've seen from Christina playing it, it just looks like it's this new twist on the property, kind of swapping up the theming and the vibe, and just honestly the play style of the property is done really well for it, and it's almost like kind of breathed life back into it. Because like going into it, she was just like, I guess we'll get it. And
She
I'm
was
like,
playing it because she's played the series.
exactly, but then now she's gotten it, and she's genuinely really been enjoying it. Like it's actually been up, and it's actually reviewed pretty well too. It's actually one of the higher rated Rune Factory games now. So shout out to that. Next thing we've got is the 29 seed South of Midnight. I forgot how low this was on the Metacritic score. It wasn't low. It was like 78. But that's why I got down as far as it did. Versus the 4 seed Blue Prince.
Oh, I'd say Blueprints for this.
Probably Blueprints.
Oh, okay. I'm actually the loser here. I was going to go South of Midnight.
Blueprints
It's
is
such a fascinating game.
Blueprints is such a more solidly built game. I mean, South of Midnight is fun. I completed it. I enjoyed this overall story and tale we got. But I mean, it's a one playthrough thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
After I because I played Blueprints for about 5 hours and very quickly realized it's not necessarily for me. And once I realized that, I went back and I started watching videos of what that game had. And just for the amount that they put into that game, and that game is a puzzle game at its core.
Aggressively.
It is a puzzle game with some very intricate puzzles that it's a game where I mean people have put 100 hours into it, and it's like just to find themselves encountering more intricate puzzles that lead further and further in. And it's like the amount of work that got put into that is incredible.
Right. All right. Let's see. Next up, we've got the 3 seed Dynasty Warriors Origins versus the 30 seed the Rydao Remaster.
Origins.
Yeah, I figured.
I don't have an opinion here, but I guess Origins.
Yeah, we're gonna go with Dynasty Warriors Origins. Move that on.
Literally,
not
only
a-
one with any say on that one was me.
That's one where I got no opinion on. I've seen Dynasty Warrior games. I know what they're about.
Next thing we've got is the 19 seed Assassin's Creed Shadows versus the 14 seed Doom: The Dark Ages. Give me Doom here.
You got an opinion, Zach?
Not really.
I don't really either.
Dark Ages.
I tried to play Doom, but all it did was reinforce me that Doom's not necessarily my type of game.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Next up, the 11 seed Mario Kart World versus the 22 seed Fantasy Life I. For the sake of my marriage, Fantasy Life I.
For the sake of me just playing RPGs, Fantasy Life I.
I don't want to see Mario Kart move on.
All right, Fantasy Life I moves on, baby. Here we go. All right, next up, 27 seed Elden Ring Night Rain versus the 6 seed Death Stranding 2 on the Beach.
I will give it to Elden Ring Night Rain.
I'm actually go Death Stranding too.
You would like the pizza fight.
I know nothing about Death Stranding 2. I'll go Night Rain just based off of I actually watch people play Night Rain.
That's fair. No, I just appreciate some of the levels of depth that is put into Death Stranding from everything that I saw. One thing I saw today that I was just like, wow, that's actually really neat is that apparently, whenever you have your birthday information in the game, they'll wish you happy birthday on your
Yeah, I
birthday.
saw that.
That's so cool. Shout out to that. But yeah, Elden Ring Night Rain moves on.
I choose Night Rain to for Kojima,
What?
so the game's not as popular as it is.
Wow. Okay. Next up, we got the 7 seed Monster Hunter Wilds versus the 26 seed Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii.
Oh, I'm gonna go
Monster
Yakuza
Hunter.
every time.
Monster Hunter.
Shit. For the sake of my marriage, I gotta go Monster Hunter Wilds here.
Monster Hunter Wilds is fantastic.
Oh, geez.
Although I think a recent update people aren't happy with or something.
Oh, what they do in an update? I wonder.
Maybe it's not that game. Maybe it's not Monster Hunter. I don't know. I haven't kept as much up with. I look in like every other month now to see what updates are in. I haven't played it in a while.
I know Night Rain got an update recently that was sort of.
Maybe that's.
It wasn't.
I don't know.
It wasn't necessarily received poorly. It was just a thing of. I guess people were expecting a little more difficulty because it was like the harder version of one of the fights.
Okay. Yeah. I could be getting my games mixed up here, but Wilds was fantastic while I was playing. I played that was all I played for probably a solid month or two. Was just like every time I hopped on, I would just hop on and do more hunts.
Next up, we've got the Rift of the Necrodancer at 23 versus the 10 seed Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition.
Rift of the Necrodancer.
I would actually go Rift of the Necrodancer as well.
I wouldn't expect Xenoblade to be in here, so
Wasn't it like a re-release or something, like of the original Chronicles?
Of the original Chronicle X, yeah. It's a big fancy remaster for
That's what I thought.
Yep. And so Rift moves on. Also, I noticed, like, while you guys were talking, that I don't have the browser set up right over here on OBS after all. So there's some of these that we can't see. So let's see, can I move it down like that? I still can't see the stuff at the bottom. That's lame. You're lame. All right. Anyway,
This is why you test things, folks.
yeah, it is what it is.
yeah, we just kind of run with it and see what
Yeah,
happens.
that's about accurate right now. I got to kind of play with it here. So while I'm going to play with this, next up we have the 15 seed 100 line and the 18 seed Oblivion remaster.
100 line.
100 line.
Yeah, 100 line. Even I got to agree to that, brother. And I love me some Oblivion, but 100 line is next level.
I wouldn't say that.
100 line is great, man.
It's good. It's not next level.
Oh, it's next level, brother. It's a good game right there. Yes, sir. I'm trying to still fix this thing over here, boys. All right, and then the bottom of the first round, we have the 31 seed Sworn versus the 2 seed, the first Berserker, Kazan.
Kazan.
All right, Kazan moves on.
Yeah. Sworn I mainly just put in because it's a great game I wanted a little recognition on.
There you go.
But Kazan is fantastic. It's one of the best games I've played this year.
All right, this browser's making me mad. All right, let me try doing something this real quick. Let me go over here. Where am I looking for? Right here. We'll just do that then. We'll fit the screen. All right, so back at the top of the next round, we have the 1 seed Expedition 33 versus the 16 seed The Alters. Expedition 33.
Yeah.
I mean, still 33, yeah.
Yeah, Expedition 33.
This is
Moving on.
one. I mean, this is this is a game where unless a strong opinion comes up.
Right. Okay, next up, the 9 seed Monster Train 2 versus the 8 seed Kingdom Come Deliverance 2.
Kingdom Come.
I would probably go Kingdom Come as well. Monster Train's great, but Kingdom Come is like in a league of its own for what it does.
All right, Kingdom Come's going to be moving on, boys. All right, the 5 seed Split Fiction and the 21 seed Avowed. I'll go Split Fiction here.
I don't know much about Split Fiction. I mean, from what I've heard, it's a great game. Studio that makes it, they're
Known
top
for
of what
this.
they do. They know what they know what they're going for. But I'll go Avowed just because I have a connection to it.
Split Fiction.
Split Fiction moves on. Boom. Next up, 20 seed Rune Factory, Guardians of Zuma, and the 4 seed Blueprints. Now, this is one that I could go either way because she also really enjoyed Blueprints. So I could
For me
go,
personally, Rune Factory.
I don't know anything about Rune Factory, so I'll just say Blueprints.
I'm going to say Blueprints here. Blueprints moves on. Oh, man, that's a juggernaut round next time. Next up, Dynasty Warriors Origins and Doom the Dark Ages.
Dynasty Warriors.
I would say Dynasty Warriors.
Dynasty Warrior Origins moves on. Then we have the 22 seed Fantasy Life I versus the 27 seed Elden Ring Night Rain. Again, for the sake of my marriage, Fantasy Life is my pick.
For the sake of life service, Elden Ring.
There's a lot in your hands right now, brother. There's a lot. If she asks me later how it lost, I'm not falling on that sword.
Let's see. It's.
But you have buddies to pick you up. Elden Ring Night Raid has 3 members. There's 3 of us. I got a couch you can stay on.
God dang it.
Let's go Fantasy Life.
All right, Fantasy Life moves on.
This is one where it's like I don't really have a dog in this fight.
Oh god. All right, next up, 7 seed Mosh Hunter Wilds versus the 23 seed Rift of the Necrodancer.
Rift of the Necrodancer.
Wilds.
I would go Wilds here. And lastly, finishing off the second round, we have 100 line, the 15 seed versus the 2 seed First Berserker Kazan.
I mean, I'm saying Kazan.
I'm saying 100 lie.
I'm saying 100 line. I'm sorry. Oh, all right. Then at the top of the next round, we've got.
It's like my top games always go out pretty quick, and he's the one who makes the bracket.
Right?
I mean, you guys can make the bracket. I don't care. I told you how the bracket was made. Like, there is a formula for how it was made.
You also said we could adjust it before the show.
I tried asking you guys. John checked out.
You just read the list of games. You didn't tell us where they were going.
The order was where they were going.
Yes, folks, we are trying to rig the ladder right now.
No, we're not. Look, you guys can make the bracket next time. I think this is all.
I don't want a bracket. I gave my suggestion.
All 3 times I think we've done a bracket, I've been accused of tampering. I'm not tampering, I swear. All right, next up we have Expedition 33 versus Kingdom Come Deliverance 2.
Expedition.
The Expedition moves on.
Zach's like, yeah, it's foregone conclusion.
Yeah, basically. Next up, Split Fiction and Blueprints. That one's a juggernaut matchup right there.
I would personally actually say Blueprints in this matchup.
Okay.
I would go Blueprints here.
All right, well, let's move it on. I'm actually indecisive on that, but honestly, I look at it from the standpoint of like how much I've played Blueprints versus how much I played Split Fiction, and that alone would probably put me at Blueprints because I have played a lot more Blueprints than Split. Me and Christianity beat Split Fiction.
I was gonna say that was gonna be what I was gonna ask. Is did you even beat Split Fiction?
Not yet,
I was about to say Split Fiction is still a solid co-op game from Haze Light, but from everything I've seen and I've heard, it doesn't hit as hard as how the previous game It Takes Two did, even though it is still a solid co-op game.
Even I think even I forget the guy's name. The guy who always comes out.
Isn't it like Joseph or something?
Yeah. There was a short that came out about him ranking co-op games. He even ranked It Takes Two higher than Split Fiction.
Yeah.
So it's like they even. It's probably partially preference on that.
Yeah.
Story-wise, but.
All right, next round we have Dynasty Warrior Origins and Fantasy Life I.
I'm still gonna go Dynasty Warriors.
You know where my pick is.
Fantasy Life I is done.
Yeah! Oh, Fantasy Life I is done. It's over. I can't wait to tell her that later. I did warn her that if it got up against Expedition, it was done. I did warn her that was possible.
You think it's making it that far?
I did warn her that it was done after that.
It was already in my hands once.
Yeah, right. All right, next up. Mosh Hunter Wilds and the 100 line. 100 line.
100 line.
All right, well.
I already know where our semifinal is going to be. And it's going to be.
You guys are not. You guys don't play enough like other games.
I don't know what you on about. I know what Wilds is.
Yeah, but you don't play it.
I mean, I don't because I know what it is.
Yeah, if you played it, you'd have a different.
No, I wouldn't.
Man, looking at the final 4, we actually have 3 games that are in the top 4, and then we got the 15 seed. So that's interesting.
Not really.
So
This is a lot easier mid-year than it was last year.
last year was chaos.
This bracket's just showing I play different games than y'all.
You do.
All right, so we've got Expedition 33 and Blueprints here.
You know where this is going.
I do know where this is going. Expedition 33 is my vote here.
I mean, you know, it's all of our vote.
All right, moving on.
This year is more of a year of what's it facing.
I mean, Expedition 33 was a very bright star for this mid-year.
Maybe we should have just left that one off the list. Maybe that's something we should have talked about. Is that maybe we should have just got left off the list? It's like that's just not fair, you know. All right, and then we have Dynasty Warriors Origins and the 100 Line.
Of those, I would say 100 line.
Yeah.
100 Line. That's my pick too. And here we are at the finals: Expedition 33 and the 100 Line.
Expedition.
Yeah, Expedition.
I mean, I would say 100 line, but yeah.
Expedition is the winner of the mid-year. So yeah, maybe we should have done it without Expedition. Maybe that's what we should have done here. You know, it is what it is. But 100 Line make it all the way to the finals, though. I mean, shout out to that. It's a good game, great game. I'm still really enjoying my second playthrough right now. But shout out to the mid-year bracket. Little chaotic, not as chaotic as last year. Last year was straight chaos. And like I said, you know, next time you guys can arrange the bracket.
I don't want a bracket.
You know, we'll get the 32 games, and we can either put it into a random simulator, or you know, you guys can. I've been accused of
I
tampering.
want to put it in a simulator.
I mean, a simulator to arrange the bracket.
Yeah, no, that's not what I want.
Okay, Zach,
I do want to do that.
Yours is an
idea, though.
offshoot episode.
Yeah, and it sounds like a really fun one, though. I'm actually here for it. It sounds like a great time.
Yours is a separate segment.
Mine's a separate episode entirely, apparently.
Yeah, you get a whole episode.
Take
dedicated to
an entire episode just to simulate the battles.
right.
You assume I'm doing multiple battles.
He's talking one. All right, let's shout out a sponsor. Let's shout out some merch. Use our referral link down below to pick up a jersey over at Agent Inc. or one of the hats. Or go over to sparky3shop.com and pick up a hat or a shirt, anything of the sort over at the shop, like the We Have Hats hat. Again, use the referral link down below for Agent Inc. to pick up a jersey, or head over to sparky3shop.com, pick up a hat or a shirt. All righty.
You know, maybe that is something we probably should do. If there is like, if we're doing one of these for like mid-year or something, if there is just like a far away standout winner,
Probably leave it out.
Yeah.
leave it out because otherwise,
trial and error.
because it's just gonna it's on the top side. It's a foregone conclusion of what's happening.
Yeah.
Like, you know, it's making it to the finals.
Yeah, probably should have talked about that. Didn't even cross my mind.
So our mid-year winners currently are Tekken 8 and Expedition 33.
Yeah.
Tekken 8 stands with Expedition 33.
Hey, shout out, brother.
Although I have a feeling at the end of the year, Expedition's gonna go a little further than Tekken 8 did.
Oh, most definitely.
It'll have the staying power at the end of the year bracket.
Yeah. No, probably should have done that without Expedition. Yeah, should have thought of that. Didn't think about it. Is what it is. We're here. But yeah, probably should have done that without Expedition.
If we
probably
didn't-
would have made the list a lot.
I was
more
gonna say
interesting.
if Expedition wasn't in there, what would your top game have been?
For me, probably 100 Line. That's probably my second favorite game. 100 Line or the Altars. Both of those are like my right kind of tied at my 2 spots so far for this year. I've enjoyed both those immensely.
I say we
So
just roll dice next time.
You fucked my part of the bracket up
How did I fuck it up?
because you're the one who insisted on Expedition being in there as your top game.
Well, I mean, it's my favorite game of the year.
If it was 100 line,
I didn't insist.
If it was 100 line up there, that bottom part of the bracket would have been totally different.
It would have probably finished off with Kazan versus 100 line.
No, I don't know. The bottom portion of it would have been me versus you on it,
Yeah,
and with
probably
him
would've.
having no opinion.
Yeah.
No, I didn't insist on Expedition being in there.
Gotta be honest, John.
It was just the same formula as last year.
Kazan versus Dynasty Warriors, I would have voted Kazan. Dynasty
Because
Warriors.
I wasn't gonna make it that all the way to the end, regardless.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, yeah, fuck with you a little bit.
All right, all right. So next time, if we have a clear winner that we all three mutually agree, yeah, that one's probably going to go to the finals unless someone's feeling froggy and they want to troll. We'll leave it off the list. We'll have a disclaimer at the beginning of the bracket.
Yeah, if the potential like game of the year winner comes out in the first part of the year.
Yeah. You know, we'll leave that out because that bracket could have been probably pretty interesting without it.
But you see, if we had just done simulated battles, you never know. 32 could have taken out one.
You're right, brother.
Hey, suggest it before we're about to do the bracket next time, Zach.
Yeah.
That's why it's suggestion now. It is on the suggestion board.
I want everyone listening to the show to realize this is actually how the collabing is done for this show, is that it just happens as we go live on the show.
We've done 3 brackets now, and it was a random offshoot thing that I threw out like 2 years ago.
Yeah. So that's how things go over here with Gamestetic and Sparky 3, is that stuff just kind of happens.
I'm going to be honest, John. I forgot Totally Accurate Battle Simulator was a thing until when I mentioned it.
You know why I suggested a bracket like originally? Because I didn't want to get in a fucking 2-hour Discord call to argue about the top 10.
That is true. That is his original reasoning for suggesting the bracket.
Like you were like, I think you were asking, you're like, hey, when do you guys want to get in a call for this conversation? Went, why don't we just do a bracket?
Yeah. So let's just do a bracket. Get it done. I don't want to do this. Oh God.